out of love. Back on out of love with me.
This is just the boss's morning drink. You can think of it like a milkshake. It's my secret formula. Puts her down every time. I like to pretend I'm a bartender, kind of. Well, it just makes it a little more fun, shaking the same bottle day in and day out. You guys have never pretended you're a bartender at home? But like one of the fancy ones, you know? It passes the time. Oops. It's time to go wake her up.
Hell no! Well, I couldn't come to Lucy's without a little bit of mango butter. Check, check.
You guys should go. You guys should go. Oh. Oh, something went flying.
My beloved DMV.
Oh, hi. Not DMV.
You've been so good to me. These last 25 years, baby.
Wow, it really has been 25 years. Oh, it's just right. Thanks. Oh.
I'm Hector Garza, Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council, which represents...
Those political commercials are getting out of hand, aren't they? Well, they just seem to be like on all the time, and you can't ever skip them. I could skip this AAA commercial if I wanted, and that's more useful than those commercials. They'll just sit there and lie to me. Oh, the concert? Well, it's Nucci. Nucci's Front Porch. It's kind of like NPR Tiny Desk, but it's in DC on someone's front porch instead of down at the place. Ooh, she's back. Yeah, I love Jill Scott. I've loved her since her first album. I think I was in 7th grade. 7th grade probably came out when I was going into 7th grade. And the boss likes music, so. This is my favorite song in the world right now. You're gonna live it for you, it's only for you. No business, no business. I ain't got no business. No business. Why I'm doing it with an empty bottle? Well, it's better than full, right? Can you imagine the milk going everywhere? The boss would be furious. I'm actually supposed to be working on financial analysis right now of a company, so it's actually really fascinating. I'm in the strategy part, but anything to procrastinate. Ooh, that was a good one, wasn't it? Hold on, wait. If we can get this, like, you know what I mean? Oh, jeez. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I really want to do that thing bartender's doing. Okay, just forget it. we're going to put a marker out in the parking space because someone's been parking there and it's really annoying. It's done. Right now I'm trying to find an article I found last night. As you see, these are my Google searches for GDP, but I had a Google search that told me that Burkina Faso had just launched a bank in a joint project with Mali and Niger, and it was fully funded by only African capital. And I was trying to find the article I found that said that. It's in one of my 8 million tabs. Oh no. Well, I only have so much time, but this is due today. And I have to convince that Burkina Faso is a good market to enter when it comes to financial inclusion. But the thing is, they already are. So the company that I'm doing the analysis for, I'm telling them basically that other people are already, got their hands in the pot. Y'all are missing out. That's the whole point, right? So anyway, oh no, look at me. Okay, what if we just do it again? Bank. Oh, alright, so Business Insider Africa launched $895 million regional investment bank with 500 billion CFA francs in capital. There we go. That's what I needed. But here's the thing. Talk about racist spin. Why does this say military-led West African states launch regional bank? Like Bloomberg, you didn't need to put this at all. You know who else is military-led? America. This is a public service announcement. I don't like unnecessary digs. I think they're usually very hypocritical in the way they talk about African countries, but when it comes to African countries, honestly, I get so annoyed with how the West titles things, because they can't just leave stuff where it's at. They do the same thing to Black Americans. Y'all remember the whole Vanity Fair? What the fuck are they called? Variety? The Variety Magazine Gate, Variety Gate, or Headline Gate, I should call it, where they wanted to make fun of, when they wanted to basically try to not give Sinners its credit for, the amount of money it made in its opening weekend or whatever, and then called that movie Marty McFly or whatever, I don't know, with Timothy Chalamet. He gives me Jason Long when it comes to movies. The movie's always going to be something weird. Like they wanted to basically give it all its credit and it hasn't even made its own money back at the time. Whatever. It's that same thing. Like these 3 countries have decided to form an alliance, an economic alliance, and have managed to fully fund this with African money only. And the first thing you say is military-led states, basically alluding to the fact, because they know how, if you're reading this, you can read between the lines. I hate when people try to minimize what's going on, like you're doing something slick, like you're trying to be slick, talking about military-led West African states. These are whole separate countries that managed to come together in an economic alliance and fully fund to the tune of 500 billion francs and make a bank on their own. Y'all hate that. Y'all hate that you weren't invited to the party, so you go and make these connotations. But like I said, you know who is military-led? The United States. We've been military-led for a very long time. The amount of money, I talked about this in a video before, the amount of money that we have put into the military involuntarily, by the way, because most American citizens, you know what, I'm not going to speak for most American citizens because I don't know what's on everybody's mind, but I personally don't think they should be getting all that money. The money is for building so many war machines. It's crazy. They put it in the bill. Billions and hundreds of billions of dollars go into the army for no reason other than to trek themselves around the world and bully people into doing what we want. And I shouldn't say what we want, but I'm speaking inclusionary because I live here. My tax dollars pay for this. And so I don't want it per se, but other places don't know that. But that's just what pissed me off. That just set me off. That just set me off, world. I need to focus. I need to finish this. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for visiting me today at the house. Maybe we'll see you guys another time. Bye. Even Business Insider Africa did it. I'm pissed off about it. Like, this isn't necessary. But I hate that. Like, again, nobody says a military-led America. And we definitely are. We absolutely are. But, whatever. No one can see how, like, propaganda-y that is. Like, we can see that these people are leaving their country with the military. We can see that. It feels like a slight. But maybe I'm taking it too personally. I don't know, whatever. You're smiling again. You're smiling again. Baby's first cold. Being homesick with a sick baby. We were up all night. And when I say all night, I literally mean all night. She woke up just every time she stirred, you know, because she was coughing. Every time she woke up, I suctioned her nose with one of these. I remember in the NICU, there was another black mom in there. She had children already, and she had another child in the NICU. And she was saying how this one that they give you at the hospital is the best one. The NICU actually sent us home with one as well. So, yeah, if you can find this style, I also recommend it because it really got in there. Even in the first days of her life, suctioning her nose just casually, like, yeah, it was fine. Like if she got milk in there or something, because she's a fast eater. And now it came in real handy because she was sick. I'm going to have to like boil it and stuff. But yeah. And then I was doing only breast. I usually pump. There's a mixture of pump and formula now. I usually give her pumped breast milk in the morning and afternoon, and then evening and night usually ends up being formula. And then, you know, there's solid foods in there now because she's older. But yeah, girl, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. And then but yesterday it was strictly breast because it seemed like she wanted to be held. You know, when you're uncomfortable, don't you want to be held? And she's never been sick before. She's a baby. This is her first experience with having a cold, having any kind of illness, you know. She's a baby. So, of course, she's seeking comfort. She's seeking anything. She hated being put down. So, even when I put her down so that she could sleep, I would just let her sleep on me last night, meaning I can't sleep. And then she would wake up, cough, start crying, and then she wants comfort. So I needed to be right there. Then I was just putting her to the breast so that she stayed hydrated because, you know, when you have a cold, right, and you sleep with your mouth open, like, your mouth gets dry. And then so I was making sure to suction her nose and then also keep her hydrated. She wasn't throwing up or anything like that, so that was pretty good. She did throw up once and it was like all her milk, but I think it's because I had fed her too close together. Because, I did give her 1 bottle of formula because I started to worry, like, what if the breast milk wasn't enough? And I just wanted to make sure she had some extra calories in her system. Being sick, I feel like being sick burns up a lot of calories, you know? Like, but you don't really have an appetite. You really just, like, kind of thirsty and dehydrated. So I was just making sure I was giving her enough. Oh, like I said, I was giving her some water as she tolerates it. It's never more than like 2 ounces at a time, and she usually doesn't finish it. We usually get to about there. This looks a little cloudy because I've been rubbing my greasy hands all over it, because I was also constantly wiping her face with, oops, my thing is rolling around, Johnson & Johnson's soap and some water, just wiping her face down, wiping her like chest and neck down to kind of give her like a refreshing sensation in my head. I just think about things that I would appreciate, because she can't talk, but I was thinking about things I as a human would appreciate, and why wouldn't a baby appreciate it as well? So yeah, I had to put this on her. So my hands are a little greasy and it's been touching the bottle, so that's that. Just a little shea butter on the face and neck and whatnot. I put her in a onesie so that she was, you know, cool, because she was a little warm. You know, when you get sick, your body does go up in temperature because it's fighting an infection. So I did that, but I also, the house is heated, but I kept the fan on, not directly on us. It was just blowing, so we had some air circulation. Back in the bedroom, the window is open so that there's a nice little ambient temperature here. I feel like it's like 72 degrees right now, and I'm not putting a cover on her. She's sleeping. When she was sleeping on the bed yesterday in the afternoon, she was sleeping without a cover on her, just so that she can, you know, her body temperature won't skyrocket. Because when she was in the bed, her like bassinet the night before, when I got her out of there, she was like screaming bloody murder, and she felt like really hot. And so I actually took her temperature because I was worried, and it said it was like 99.1. So I was like, oh, okay, we're not out of control. She just felt really hot though. So anyway, I think she was just hot. So I took that off of her, and then her temperature has been pretty stable. It hasn't gone above 99.1 and hasn't gone below 98.6, 98.7. It hasn't gone below 98.7, because I remember looking and I was like, is it going to reach 6? And it didn't. It was just 98.7, and then it keeps fluctuating between that and 99.1. And I said, if it went to 99.5, I was calling the doctor. I know that the internet and everyone says that you wait till it's like 100 degrees, but I wasn't going to wait for that. If it went beyond 99.1, because I felt like the degree was close enough to 98.6 where I didn't have to worry, and because she's sick, naturally you have a little higher temperature. But if it went to 99.5, if it started climbing like that, I was ready to call the doctor. So anyway, it didn't, thank goodness. And I took it this morning. We were back down to 98, and 98 point, what did I say? It was 98.8, I think. It was 98.8. No, actually, I think it was 99 even, and then because it kept bouncing back and forth, and then whatever. Anyway, the point is, it was in a good zone, and even though she's still a little warm to the touch, I think it's just, you know, general. But what was crazy was she was not smiling at all yesterday. Like, she had a little stint after I gave her some pain medication. We have children's pain medication actually prescribed by her doctor from back when she had her shots, her early shots. The doctor gave her pain medicine then, and she didn't really need it then because she cried at the time, and then we got the pain medicine. I think I gave it to her once, and then after that, she went to sleep, and then it was fine. She didn't really seem to be in pain. Like, I even, like, lightly touched the shot area, and there was no reaction from her. So I didn't give her more pain medicine. So we still have that pain medicine. So I figured, what's the worst thing that happens during cold is the pain. So I gave her a little pain medicine, and then I waited. It says 4 hours. Excuse me. It said 4 hours on the bottle, but I waited about 5 to 6 just because I didn't want to like dose it too close together. Look at all those clothes in the background. Alright. She wants to be held again. So alright, so so yeah. I actually forgot what I was gonna say. I wanted to try to put away my clothes. So if you're a new mom like I am and you happen to stumble across this channel, uh-oh. Not a hole in the leggings. I'm watching a vlog as usual. I like watching moving vlogs when I have to clean my room. Anybody else that helps them get motivated? Anyway. I'm sick. Everybody's sick. I'm gonna go to the store and wait for him so that he'll take her. I'm gonna go to the store. Because I don't think she needs to be outside. Usually I like her to like be outside and like, you know, just get a different scenery so she can take in different stuff. So I usually take her to the store with me. But if I need to move fast, then I gotta leave her at home. But, you know, usually if I'm like on some leisure shit, I'll take her to the store with me just so she can get a change of scenery and whatnot. But today, because she's not feeling well. You hear that? You hear that? Because she's not feeling well, I'm gonna leave her home. I think it's safer to leave her at home than to expose her some more when she's already kind of vulnerable. Normally she's nice and strong. She's taking her first cold like a champ, I think. Even though there was a lot of crying, there was a lot of like, you know, her little nose was red, her little eyes were red because she was rubbing them. You know, I think she took it like a little champ, you know. And I did what I could for her. Basically, I think the main thing is about how anyone when they're sick. It's about soothing. It's about being there. It's about soothing. She wasn't smiling, so it's good to see her smiling again. So yeah, let me get started cleaning this room. Because I also, surprise, I just found an app called Index, thanks to YouTube. And so I want to catalog my clothes, and I feel like because I'm trying to put clothes away, I should catalog them that way. Now unfortunately I can't show you cataloging because I film on my phone right now. I've said that a million times, and I have to what's it called? I have to, no, don't eat that. I have to use the phone to catalog. Also, note, why didn't anyone tell me the nipples would hurt so bad? Everyone told me, actually. But I've been using that alcohol and a cotton pad just to clear off my, what's it called? My left nipple. Because, sorry for saying nipple so much. But my left one, because it was just really sore. I think it's because that's the favorite boob. It was really sore, and I feel like there's like a cut, and I want to keep the cut clean, like a little, you know what I mean? The tear in the skin. I want to keep it clean so it doesn't get infected, and she's drinking infected stuff. So there's just a little bit of alcohol there. I put that on, and then I put usually some either shea butter on it, or because that's another reason why the shea butter's here for my nips, and then a little cotton pad there. I actually have breast pads for the early days when I was leaking all over the place, but because I don't leak anymore, I haven't used them. I was using the cotton pads, and honestly, I could just use the breast pad. Anyway, let me get to indexing my clothes and putting stuff away. It got me, y'all. The heater is kicking 75 degrees. I'm talking about a few hours ago, I was hot. And now, I feel so cold. The chills are here. The patient is doing just fine. The nurse, down bad. Down bad. Look at you over there. Do you still love me or not?